Good morning everyone, welcome to a Sunday vlog. I thought I would just vlog what I get up to today. We're just having a very slow day and had a nice slow morning. The plan for today is just to kind of do the usual Sunday things. We just went to the bakery, got breakfast, and we went to our local farm shop where we picked up some produce. So I'll show you what we got from there. And I think I'm going to probably just do a little bit of gardening this afternoon. I would really love to plant the ranunculus, or at least some of the ranunculus that I sprouted quite a few weeks ago. They really need to get into the ground, so I would love to tackle that today and then kind of just finish that throughout the week, plant, a few here and there when I get the time. And yeah, other than that, just have a nice relaxing day. I'm trying to, like I said in my recent vlog, just trying to take some time each day, and in particular on the weekends, to take some time for self-care and just prioritize my mental health and do a few things for me as well, all while also taking care of Grayson and spending time with Scott as well. So that is the plan for today's video. You're kind of propped up on just the compost bin at the moment, so I don't really have too many places to put you in the kitchen. However, we did go to Kraken Sourdough Bakery. It's my favorite bakery. If you're ever in the Jervis Bay area, please go and get something from the bakery. They do really nice sourdough bread, so we picked up a loaf of that. Usually I do bake our own bread, but I just wanted a break today, so we decided to pick some bread up. And my favorite thing to get there is a honey mustard croissant. Scott usually goes for the jalapeno brioche and a breakfast bun. All of those are good options, but really they have something there for everyone, whether you like sweet or savory. It's just delicious, the food. And then we went down to Sussex Greenhouse, which is usually where we get our veggies from. They have a mix of things that they grow down there, and they also really prioritize local food, which I really like. And I think they also get some food from Sydney as well, just to kind of have like better quality produce. So we picked up a bag of food from there, and I will show you what we picked up. They had leeks there and they were pretty good price and they were massive. Like this is a massive leek. So we picked up one of those that I'll probably add into some kind of soup for the week, or I don't know, some kind of, maybe I'll add it into a chili that I'm making. Got one of those. Broccoli. I got 5 apples and some pears, and I'm going to use these to do some meal prep for Grayson's food. I've been kind of just testing out different recipes, seeing what he likes. And that's been really fun to just kind of play around with different food for him. Also got some red apples for us, zucchini for a zucchini slice, capsicum, a few avocados, and some carrots. The only thing, they have a little bit of plastic in the shop. They're working on it though, like the majority of this doesn't have plastic. But the carrots there, I am really picky with carrots. Of course, if I could have homegrown carrots, I totally would. These carrots are actually, they taste like carrots, and I find a lot of carrots from like Woolworths and Coles taste a lot like chemicals, and I'm just not a fan. So made sure to get a few bags of these. Got some cucumbers to snack on. And also for dinner, we're just going to do an easy dinner tonight. This pasta is really good that they have down there. So we got some spinach and ricotta ravioli. So that bag was $55, I think, which is, I don't know, might be a little bit more than Coles and Woolies, but everything that we bought tastes like real food. And I like to prioritize that over buying really, really cheap produce that I just don't really want to eat. Like I know with this food, I actually want to snack on it and want to eat it. And same as if I grow it myself, I'm much more likely to eat healthy if the produce tastes better. So yeah, we really try and prioritize buying from places like farm shops, delis, fruit and veg stores, and usually just try and buy in season, and I find things taste a lot better then. So I'm going to put all of this away, finish my coffee, and then, I don't know, I might go for a walk or something like that after I feed Grayson, spend some time with him, and just enjoy my Sunday. Right, that's gonna have to do. It is a little bit later now, and I am about to go for my first walk without Grayson since he was born, so like almost 7 months. I have not been on a walk by myself. I really don't get a lot of time to myself actually. Like a lot of mums, it's all week taking care of a baby, and then on weekends I like to just have a little bit of chill. But yeah, I thought I would come out for a walk today along the water. This is like my me time for the day. I listen to music on the way here. Not that I can't listen to music when Grayson's in the car, but like I can listen to it at a louder volume without him. So I am going to continue probably to listen to some music on my walk, not take out a pram for once in 7 months, and just get a little bit of fresh air. And then I think I'm going to go back and hopefully do some gardening this afternoon. So I'll take you on a little bit of a walk, show you my usual walking route along the water. It's very peaceful and it's like a really easy walk. I really want to get back into walking longer distances, potentially start running. I don't know, we'll see how we go. But at least getting back to just doing some solo walks, and then I do want to start doing some more walks in the national park to just build up my hiking fitness, because I would love to get back into that and just kind of be out in nature a little bit more. that walk was lovely. It was very well needed, although I did have some intrusive thoughts when leaving the car. If you know, you know, that I had to just like double check the car seat to make sure Grayson wasn't in there, even though I know that he didn't come with me. But I'm just so used to taking him out of his car seat and getting the pram and then doing that exact walk. So yeah. It was a little chilly though, so I kind of regret taking my jumper off, but it was really, really nice. And I just love looking at all of like the plants and the native plants that are planted along the side of the walkway. I find that is where I get a lot of inspiration for my own garden, is just like local pathways and local parks, seeing what is planted, what is thriving, because usually a lot of those plants are like really low maintenance plants. They don't need a lot of water and a lot of care. So, you know, I saw how all of the Westringias were doing, the Correas, some acacias, Banksias. Got to have a look at all of the beautiful flowers that are flowering right now, and it was just a really nice, refreshing walk. I'm going to head outside now and do a little bit of gardening in the cottage garden. Like I was saying, I just want to get some ranunculus planted, so I will just take a few clips of that. There is a massive kangaroo in the garden again, and it's very standoffish, so I don't really want to get too close to this one. Every time we go near it, it kind of just like stands up and puffs its chest, so I'm assuming it's a male, and yeah, I don't really want to get involved with that. But Grayson and Scott are out in the cottage garden right now, so I think they're just going to watch me plant a few plants. So that's what I'm going to get up to this afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. It is now the next day. I kind of went into full mum mode last night / yesterday afternoon. Grayson is getting his top 2 teeth, so there's a little bit of teething going on, but we didn't really get up to too much more after I spent some time in the garden, just made dinner and had a nice little cozy night. But I thought I would finish off this video with a little cozy chat, just kind of about some goals that I have for the month, what I'm reading at the moment, and kind of like a beginning of June reset, I suppose. I'm always very inspired by Carly, who has a YouTube channel. I'll put her channel here, and she kind of does like monthly reset videos, and they always inspire me to kind of just like plan out my month a little bit better so that I can make achievable goals for myself and actually work towards them throughout the month. You'll probably be seeing this a week into June, but anyway, this is kind of what my plans are for the month. I have a few notes because I wanted to chat firstly about some garden goals that I have. The cottage garden right now, my main goal that I have really is just to keep on top of the weeds. Things are still growing really fast, even though it is now winter. I'm finding that the weeds, I don't know whether it's just there's a lot in my soil at the moment, a lot of weed seeds, or I don't know, they're just growing really quickly and I'm finding it kind of difficult to keep on top of. But my plan for that, like you would have seen with the ranunculus, I planted them so close together, is to just fit in plants where I can. So I have one full tray of stock flowers that I was going to plant down in the flower farm. I just don't really have the time for that at the moment, so I'm probably just going to sprinkle a lot of those in the gaps in the cottage garden and just have some flowers, some stock flowers in that area. I really need to prune my roses and sort that out. That beautiful hydrangea down the back of the cottage garden, I need to give that a prune. It always gets a really harsh cut back and it looks really sad, but obviously it's very happy and comes back. It is a very old established plant which is planted by my Ulma, and I absolutely love it. I love looking out from the garden to see that, so I want to make sure that is nice and healthy to bloom and to grow next season. Now is a good time to kind of do some tidying up in the garden. So I have, not that I want to tidy up too much, it's not really my style of gardening, however in my cottage garden, I do like a little bit of structure, and by structure I mean I like plants to look a little bit rounded or different shapes, and kind of experiment with that so that your eye is drawn to different areas of the garden. And I have 2 larger Westringia plants now, the coastal rosemaries, and they're at a point now when I can kind of start to shape them into a nice little ball. So that's the plan for those. And I also have a rosemary which is quite large now, and I wouldn't mind shaping that up a little bit. It kind of got very leggy, and I think that would look nice, a little bit tidier into a nice ball shape. And then I just want to make sure that I'm harvesting what needs to be harvested. So I have some greens that are coming up, like some red mustard greens and some silver beet, and I just want to make sure that I'm actually using those. So I want to really try and just have like an empty basket down near the door to the garden that I can take out there when I do go out with Grayson or Scott, and we can just bring a few things back inside. Even if it's just some dill to pick and have on our kitchen bench top. This is what we've been doing with the amount of dill that we've been having, or just anything that is accessible to bring inside and enjoy a little bit of greenery in there. Hopefully these are all pretty manageable goals for me to kind of just get a few things done here and there, like 15 minutes here and there. You really don't need a lot of time to keep on top of a garden. I would really like to tidy up the flower farm area as well. I still haven't done that. It's just not a priority for me right now. However, I don't want it to get too untidy. I hate that word, but I don't want it to get too out of control down there because yeah, we are kind of shutting that area of the garden down. In terms of books, I'm really trying to get back into reading. it's just, yeah, I think I'm still really burnt out from when I did my PhD, where I was reading copious amounts of papers and books every day and writing literature reviews and just consuming so many words. I think my brain was just so burnt out from that, and I'm slowly getting back into it. I have really been loving The Whole Brain Child, which is the book that I'm currently reading, and I'm only about a quarter of the way through currently. It's going pretty quick though, so I think I'll be able to definitely finish this within the next few weeks as my June read. Yeah, it's really, really interesting, and I think a lot of parents would get a lot out of this if you're interested in understanding emotions and why kids might do certain things. It really does have a lot of great tools in this book. And then I'm trying to lean into the seasons, kind of choose some cozy books from my bookshelf, and the first one that I really want to get into, I realize these are all non-fiction, which is kind of just what I'm gravitating towards at the moment, but I really, really want to read this. I have wanted to read it for ages, and it has been staring at me from the bookshelf every single day when I walk past it. And I firstly just love the look of the book. It is beautiful. This is The Secret Life of Fungi, Discoveries from a Hidden World. I absolutely love fungi and mushrooms, and really do want to learn more about them. It's something that I don't actually know a lot about, but I would like to learn more and be able to one day hopefully identify some and be able to harvest them. So I think this will be a good book to start that journey. And then because I am getting back into reading, and my brain, I'm just really not that fast at reading or good at it anyway, but I picked up a book that I've already read. This is A Cottage and 3 Acres. I'm sure a lot of you will know Colette from Beltane Cottage, who has a YouTube channel, and it is one of my favorite YouTube channels. She is so inspiring what she's done with her property. I would love to do the same one day. However, yeah, I got her book for a birthday present a few years ago, and it's really, really nice. It's a really good read. It's very inspiring what she's done. If you haven't checked out her channel yet, I would definitely recommend having a look. It's a really easy read, this book. It's got some pictures in it as well, which I love, a few pictures in a book. And yeah, I really liked reading about her story and kind of some of the reasons why she gardens, and her style of gardening, which is very nature-based and permaculture. And she's just created like an absolute oasis on her property from scratch, and that's our plan one day, is to do that. So I want to read through this. Even if I don't read through it all, I do want to just flick through this book. And I feel like these are kind of cozy books for this time of the year. This is based in Ireland, and I feel like mushrooms are very winter. So yeah, that is what I would like to read this month. I also want to make the most of this season for cooking. So I have some recipes that I want to make. I want to get back making pumpkin soup again with all of those gorgeous pumpkins that I harvested from the garden the other day. So that is definitely something I would like to make with our produce. I've also been a little bit more intentional with the type of content that I'm consuming. I do consume short form content, definitely. It's a great outlet for my brain to just switch off. However, I'm trying to lean back into some of the channels that I really do like, and I do have a few favorites right now. One of them, and I have them listed if you're after any cozy cottagey channels. The first channel is Caradwen Cottage Diary. I think that's how you say it, yes. Annie and Daisy. Their channel is beautiful and very cozy, and their garden is very beautiful. They do some really great seasonal book recommendations, which I'm definitely leaning into at the moment. Obviously, it's a different time of the year. They are based up in Wales, but they have a beautiful cottage, a garden, and Annie does some really beautiful walks through, and I think it's very inspiring, and I love their little cottage and just the vlogs that they do sharing the area that they live in. And yeah, it's just a really great cozy channel, so I would definitely recommend that one. I've also been loving Stephanie Hafferty and her beautiful permaculture gardens, again based in the UK. Pretty much most of the content I've been consuming lately is from UK creators. To be honest, I have a dream of one day potentially living in either England or Scotland. I don't know if you can tell, I'm kind of obsessed with the areas up there. One day, it's a very distant dream. Who knows if it will come true or not. But yeah, I've been loving her channel and just her gardens. Again, they're very much aligned with how I like to garden, and I love people's walk through their gardens and when they're just having a chat and walking through, sharing what they're growing. Yeah, so that's another channel I've been loving, as well as Saren's Garden. Again, UK based. I didn't realize that literally all of these are UK based except one. But I've been loving her channel, and her allotment gardening is just very satisfying to watch if you're after more of like a before and after and actually seeing projects get done. It's a great channel. As well as North Lawn Flower Farm and Gardens. I have loved Danielle's channel for a long time, and again, it's a bit more of an established garden and definitely provides a lot of inspiration how she uses different pathways in her garden and really shapes her garden beds in a way that just looks so beautiful and really is very eye-catching, the colors she uses. And one day when we move to our property, I would love to be able to kind of create some similar garden walks and pathways and garden rooms on our property, and I find a lot of inspiration from her garden. And it's nice to be able to watch people in the Northern Hemisphere when it's winter here and when things are a little bit slower. Don't get me wrong, I watch a lot of Australian creators, however this is just what I've been watching lately. So that is a few extra channels if you're after some inspiration, or if you haven't heard of them before, maybe you might like those as well. So that is it for today's video. I think I might wrap it up here. I hope you enjoyed seeing what we got up to on Sunday and just some nice cozy moments at home. I think I want to start doing these videos like maybe monthly, just to do like a monthly check-in, just to share a few goals that I have for the month, just to keep myself accountable as well, because there are things that I do really want to work towards, both like my reading goals and cooking and outside in the garden, and also with the business as well. So I think it would be nice just to kind of check in each month and kind of have like a little bit more of a podcast section at the end of the videos. I really do miss filming the podcast for the Peace and Quiet podcast. I would love to be able to do that again, and hopefully very soon I can work out my time and schedule time a little bit better. I'm just still not quite there yet with my time management. I would love to know what is going on in your gardens at the moment, or how you're embracing winter and staying nice and cozy, or if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, what you're up to in the garden and how you are enjoying the warmer months of the year. Thank you so much for being here. If you would like to see extra content, I do have a Patreon, which I link in the description box if you want extra videos or a way to support me over there. However, if you don't want to, that's perfectly fine. If you want to give this video a like and subscribe, that also does really help me out and is completely free for you. Thanks for being here. I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and until my next one, happy gardening everyone. Bye.